Hello everyone, welcome to Global Online. In this lecture we are going to see NTA UGC NET paper 1, and in this lecture we are going to discuss 50 most expected MCQ on people development and environment unit. Students, we are having very less time in our hand, so don't waste your time. Do watch my lecture to clear all your doubt on people development and environment unit. Students, you will get my lecture every day at 2 p.m. So do visit our channel every day at 2 and do watch my lecture to score more marks in the upcoming exam. आगे जाने से पहले मैं आपको बताना चाहती हूँ कि ग्लोबल ऑनलाइन ने 30 डे टेस्ट सीरीज रिलीज किया है फॉर द पेपर 1, जहाँ पर आपको मिलता है यूनिट वाइज कंप्लीट सिलेबस, गारंटेड क्वेश्चंस मिलते हैं विद द कंप्लीट सॉल्यूशन, मोस्ट एक्सपेक्टेड क्वेश्चंस मिलते हैं विद द डिटेल सॉल्यूशन, प्लस 30 मॉक टेस्ट विद द सॉल्यूशन यहाँ पर आपको मिल जाते हैं विद द ₹999. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, अगर आप एक दिन में एक यूनिट भी कंप्लीट कर जाते हो, अगर आप एक दिन में एक टेस्ट भी दे जाते हो, तो आपका जो पेपर 1 है वो इजीली यहाँ पर क्लियर हो जाएगा 30 डेज में. ओके और आपको एक्स्ट्रा मटेरियल रिफर करने की जरूरत भी नहीं पड़ेगी और आपको ये भी आइडिया आ जाएगी कि किस तरह के क्वेश्चन एग्जाम में पूछे जाते हैं और आपकी प्रैक्टिस भी यहाँ पर हो जाएगी. तो आप ये टेस्ट लेना कैसे है, इसके लिए आपको हमारा ऐप डाउनलोड करना पड़ेगा. ऐप डाउनलोड करने के बाद उसमें रजिस्टर होने के बाद आपको स्टोर सेक्शन में जाना है. स्टोर सेक्शन जाने के बाद आपको वहां पर सर्च मिलेगा, वहां पर आपको सिर्फ 30 डेज लिखना है. जैसे ही आप 30 डेज वहां पर लिख दोगे आपको ये टेस्ट सीरीज वहां पर दिख जाएगा. ओके अंदर जाने के बाद वहां पर आपको बाय ऑप्शन मिलेगा जहां से आप बाय कर सकते हो. अगर आप कंटेंट में जाते हो तो आपको वहां पर ये टेस्ट सीरीज भी दिख जाएंगी. ओके मोर डिटेल के लिए आप इस नंबर पर कांटेक्ट कर सकते हो और मैंने आपको यहाँ पर डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में इस टेस्ट सीरीज के बारे में भी एक वीडियो डाला है, वहां से आप देख सकते हो. सो नाउ लेट्स बिगिन विथ टुडेज लेक्चर. One of the following waste is not under the hazardous one. So यहाँ पर आपको इस क्वेश्चन में पूछा गया है कौन सा ऐसा वेस्ट है जो कि hazardous वेस्ट नहीं है. ओके For this, the options given are agriculture, recite, second option is chemical, third option is paint, and the last option is electroplating waste. Hazardous waste are those that may contain the toxic substances, okay, generated from the industry, hospital, and some type of household waste. Hazardous waste are the waste with the properties that make them a dangerous and potentially harmful to the human health and the environment. Hazardous waste जो होता है वो टॉक्सिक सब्सटेंस होता है उसमें, जो कि इंडस्ट्री, हॉस्पिटल और सम टाइप ऑफ हाउस होल्ड वेस्ट भी उसमें इंक्लूडेड होता है. ओके जो कि ह्यूमन हेल्थ एंड एनवायरमेंट के लिए डेंजरस होता है. यहाँ पर जो एग्रीकल्चर रिसाइड है वो यहाँ पर इंक्लूड नहीं होगा अंडर द hazardous वन. ओके बट केमिकल, पेंट एंड electroplating waste will be included under the hazardous one. Okay so agriculture waste is the fraction of the crop that does not constitute the harvest itself. The recide derived from the forest maintaining and from the industry processing of both the agriculture and the forestry resources should also be considered under this classification. UN Conference on Environment and Development in 1992 held at. इस क्वेश्चन में आपको पूछा गया है यूएन कॉन्फ्रेंस के बारे में जो कि एनवायरमेंट एंड डेवलपमेंट के बारे में है. वो कहाँ पर हेल्ड हुआ था. एंड फॉर दिस द ऑप्शंस गिवन आर रियो दी जेनेरियो, सेकंड ऑप्शन इज स्टॉकहोल्म, थर्ड ऑप्शन इज पेरिस एंड लास्ट ऑप्शन इज जॉनसनबर्ग. ओके यूएन कॉन्फ्रेंस मतलब कि यूनाइटेड नेशन कॉन्फ्रेंस ऑन द एनवायरमेंट एंड डेवलपमेंट इज ऑल्सो नोन एज अर्थ समिट. द अदर नेम फॉर द यूएन कॉन्फ्रेंस ऑन एनवायरमेंट एंड डेवलपमेंट इज द अर्थ समिट, जो कि हेल्ड हुआ था रियो दी जेनेरियो में, ब्राजील में, फ्रॉम 3 to 14 जून 1992 में. दैट मीन्स यहाँ पर जो करेक्ट आंसर होगा वो होगा ऑप्शन नंबर 1, दैट इज यूएन कॉन्फ्रेंस ऑन एनवायरमेंट एंड डेवलपमेंट इन 1992 was held at Rio de Janeiro. Next question here is biomedical waste of Human and animal tissues, organ and infected body part are to be disposed using. जो बायोमेडिकल वेस्ट है, ह्यूमन एनिमल टिश्यूज, ऑर्गन एंड इन्फेक्टेड बॉडी पार्ट जो है वो कहाँ पर डिस्पोज किया जाता है, कैसे डिस्पोज किया जाता है? फॉर दिस द ऑप्शंस गिवन आर ऑटोकविंग एंड ऑटोकव। ये जो है वो एक मशीन है जो कि यूज किया जाता है टू कैरी आउट द इंडस्ट्रियल एंड साइंटिफिक प्रोसेस requiring the evaluate temperature and pressure in relation to the ambient pressure or the temperature. Second option here is microwave. Microwave. Microwave is a form of electromagnetic radiation with the wavelength ranging from about the 1 meter to the 1 millimeter, corresponding to the frequencies between the 300 MHz and the 300 GHz respectively. Then is composting. Compost is the mixture of ingredients used to fertilize and to improve the soil. It is a commonly prepared by decomposing the plant and the food waste and recycling the organic material. And the last option here is incineration. Incineration is a high temperature burning of waste, and it is also known as control flame combustion and the technology that destroy the organic constituent of waste material. The biomedical waste of human, animal tissues, organ and the infected body part are to be disposed using the incineration. यहाँ पर जो करेक्ट आंसर होगा वो होगा ऑप्शन नंबर 4, दैट इज इंसिनरेशन इज अ यूज टू डिस्पोज द बायोमेडिकल वेस्ट. द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन हियर इज लैंडस्लाइड hazard आर अ कॉमन इन हिली रीजन ड्यू टू. यहाँ पर इस क्वेश्चन में आपको पूछा गया है कि लैंडस्लाइड hazard जो होते हैं वो कॉमन होते हैं हिल साइड रीजन में, क्यों? फॉर दिस द ऑप्शंस गिवन आर लॉस्ट ऑफ वेजिटेशन, सेकेंड ऑप्शन इज लॉस्ट ऑफ सॉइल, third option is cutting of hill slope. And for this question there are codes given, and from this code you have to select the correct code. When we are talking about a landslide, landslide is also known as landslip, are a several form of mass wasting that may include the wide range of ground movement such as a rock fall, deep slope failure, mud flow. Landslides occur in a variety of the environment characterized by either the steep or a gentle slope gradients from the mountain ridge to the coastal sleeve and even the underwater, in which the case that are called a submarine landslide. Okay, the water from the heavy rainfall and the excessive water are the frequent cause for the landslide, which weaken the slope of the material. Destruction of vegetation by fire and logging has been associated with the increased risk of the landslide. One particularly descriptive type of a landslide is known as a lahar. Okay. So यहाँ पर जो correct answer होगा वो होगा option number 3, that is A, B and C. These are the common reasons for the landslide hazard. Which steps are to be taken for abatement of air pollution? For this the options given are use electrical vehicle. Second option here is stop the use of firecrackers during the festivals. Third option is plant more number of trees. And last option is not to burn agriculture waste. And for this the options given and you have to select the correct one. Now what is air pollution? Air pollution is a contamination of the air due to the pressure of substances in the atmosphere that are harmful to the health of women and other living beings, and cause damage to the climate are to be materials. Okay, एयर पोल्यूशन मतलब कि जो एयर होती है, जो हवा होती है, उसका दूषित होना because of the so many reasons. And how we can stop that? There are so many ways from that we can stop the air pollution. The first one will be the use of electrical vehicles can be the one. Stop the use of firecrackers during the festival. We have to stop using the firecrackers which we are using during the festivals. At least we have to reduce, okay, because we are wasting so much of the money on the firecrackers during the festivals. Plant more number of trees. We have to plant a more number of trees so that they can give a more oxygen to us. Not to burn the agriculture waste. Okay, so the correct code here will be option number 3, that is A, B, C and D. Ozone depletion in the stratosphere causes. यहाँ पर आपको ओजोन डिप्लेशन के बारे में पूछा गया है, and for this question the options given are increase in the greenhouse effect, second option is cooling of earth atmosphere system, third option is increase in infrared radiation in the troposphere, and the last option is increase in ultraviolet radiation in the troposphere. The ozone depletion is a concept of the two related events observed since the late 1970s. A steady lowering of about 4% in the total amount of ozone in the Earth atmosphere and a much larger springtime decreases in the stratosphere ozone, the polar region, around the Earth polar region. The ozone depletion is a major environmental problem because it increases the amount of ultraviolet radiation that reaches the Earth's surface, which increases the rate of skin cancer, eye constrict, and genetic and immune system damage. यहाँ पर जो करेक्ट आंसर होगा वो होगा ऑप्शन नंबर 4, दैट इज इंक्रीज इन अल्ट्रावायलेट रेडिएशन इन द ट्रोपोस्फियर, which is regarded as a one of the world's hottest hotspot of biological diversity. यहाँ पर इस क्वेश्चन में आपको पूछा गया है इसमें से कौन सा एक है जो कि वर्ल्ड हॉटेस्ट हॉटस्पॉट ऑफ बायोलॉजिकल डाइवर्सिटी है. And for this the options given are Run of Kutch. The Run of Kutch is a salt marsh in the Thar Desert in the Kutch district of Gujarat. Okay, ये जो है वो गुजरात में है इंडिया में, and it is about 7,500 kilometer in the area, which is reputed to be one of the largest salt desert in the world. सेकेंड जो ऑप्शन है वो है वेस्टर्न घाट. वेस्टर्न घाट आर वन ऑफ द वर्ल्ड बायोडाइवर्सिटी हॉटस्पॉट विथ ओवर द 5,000 फ्लावरिंग प्लांट, 139 mammals, 508 birds and 179 amphibian species. At least the 325 globally threatened species occur here. Okay. उसके बाद है ईस्टर्न घाट. ईस्टर्न घाट आर द discontinuous range of the mountain along the India's eastern coast. The eastern Ghat passed through the Odisha, Andhra Pradesh to the Tamil Nadu in the south, passing the some part of the Karnataka as well as the Telangana. And the last option is Thar Desert. The Thar Desert is also known as Great Indian Desert. Is a large arid region in the northeastern part of the India subcontinent that cover an area of 2 lakh kilometers and the form of natural boundary between the India and the Pakistan, and it is a world 20 largest desert and a world 9th largest hot subtropical desert. So according to the explanation, the correct answer for this question will be option number 2, that is Western Ghat is the correct answer here. Which is not true for disturbing natural environment. इसमें से कौन सा करेक्ट नहीं है फॉर डिस्टर्बिंग द नेचुरल एनवायरमेंट? फॉर दिस द फर्स्ट ऑप्शन इज डिफॉरेस्टेशन. Deforestation or forest clearance is the removal of forests or a stand of trees from the land that is then converted to a non-forest use. Deforestation can involve the conversion of the forest land to the farm and the urban use. Second option is afforestation. Afforestation is establishment of the forest or a stand of a tree in the area where there is no previous tree cover. So it is opposite to the deforestation. Okay. Afforestation helps to ensure that there are enough forest for a wildlife to live. Those animals pushed from their natural habitat to the human activity can relocate it to the new forest. Third option is development of coastal zones. Coastal development is defined as the human-induced change in the landscape within the slide of coastal. And the last option is urban development. Urban development is a system of residential expansion that create the cities. Residential area are the primary focus of urban development. Urban development occur by expansion into the unpolluted area and renovation of declining region. Okay. So the correct answer here is option number 2, that is afforestation will not disturb the natural environment. Instead, it will help the environment to grow better. Okay. Next question is pesticides fertilizer causes which pollution? जो पेस्टिसाइड होता है वो कौन सा पोल्यूशन कॉज करता है? फॉर दिस द ऑप्शंस गिवन आर एयर पोल्यूशन. एयर पोल्यूशन मीन्स द पोल्यूटिंग द एयर, हवा को दूषित करना. सेकेंड ऑप्शन इज वाटर पोल्यूशन, मतलब कि पानी में गंदगी फैलाना, दैट इज कॉल्ड वाटर पोल्यूशन विच इज हार्मिंग द अवर नेचर, अवर क्लाइमेट. ओके. थर्ड ऑप्शन इज soil pollution, and last option is oil pollution. And an oil spill is the release of a liquid petroleum hydrocarbon into the environment, especially the marine ecosystem due to the human activity, and is a form of the pollution. The correct answer for this question will be option number 3, that is soil pollution. Okay. The fertilizer may affect the accumulation of heavy metal in the soil and the plant system. The plant absorb the fertilization through the soil. Okay, they can enter into the food chain, and thus the fertilization lead to the water, soil, and the air pollution. In this question, we will go with the soil pollution because the primarily fertilization will cause the soil pollution. Though from the soil it will come to the plant and then to us. But first pollution is the soil pollution. So the correct answer for this question will be obviously option number 3. Okay. Which of the following are the reason or a factor for exposure of benzene pollution? For this, the first option is automobile exhaust. Second option is tobacco smoke. Third option is wood burning. Fourth option is using varnished wooden furniture. And last option is using product made up of polyurethane. And from this code, you have to select the correct option. So here the benzene is a chemical that is a colorless or a लाइट येलो लिक्विड एट द रूम टेम्परेचर. ओके, ये जो है वो एक केमिकल है जो कि कलरलेस होता है और लाइट येलो कलर लिक्विड होता है एट द रूम टेम्परेचर. इट हैज अ स्वीट ऑडर एंड इट इज अ हाईली फ्लेमेबल. नेचुरल सोर्सेज ऑफ बेंजीन इंक्लूड द volcanoes and the forest fire. Benzene is also the natural part of crude oil, gas oil, and the cigarette smoke. Some industry use the benzene to make other chemical that are used to make a plastic and nylon and synthetic fiber benzene is also used to make some type of rubber, drugs and a pesticide. The correct answer for this question will be option number 4. That is, all the options given here will be included under the benzene pollution, that is A, B, C, D and the E. Okay. How is the National Green Tribunal, that is NGT, is different from the Central Pollution Control Board, that is CPCB? सो यहाँ पर इस क्वेश्चन में आपको डिफरेंट पूछा गया है बिटवीन द नेशनल ग्रीन ट्रिब्यूनल एंड द सेंट्रल पोल्यूशन कंट्रोल बोर्ड. फॉर दिस द फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट इज द NGT has been established by an act, whereas the CPCB, that is Central Pollution Control Board, has been created by an executive order of the government. और जो सेकेंड स्टेटमेंट है वो है The NGT provide environmental justice and help reduce the burden of litigation in the higher courts, whereas the Central Pollution Control Board promote the cleanliness of the stream and well and aim to improve the quality of the air in the country. And from this statement you have to select the correct one, and for this here the quote. You have to select the correct code here. The NGT provide the environmental justice and help reduce the burden of the litigation in the higher court, whereas the CPCB promote the cleanliness of the stream and well and aim to provide the quality of the air in the country. Both are the statutory body. NGT is the established under the NGT Act, that is NGT Act 2010, and the Central Pollution Control Board is established under the Water Act 1974. So according to explanation, यहाँ पर जो करेक्ट आंसर होगा वो होगा ऑप्शन नंबर 2. मतलब कि जो स्टेटमेंट बी है वो यहाँ पर करेक्ट है. सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट गोल are to be achieved by which of the following year? सो यहाँ पर ये बहुत ही कॉमन सा टॉपिक है, कॉमन सा सब टॉपिक है अंडर दिस यूनिट, एंड बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक है जिसे कि हम छोड़ नहीं सकते. ओके यहाँ पर आपको सस्टेनेबल डेवलप के बारे में पूछा गया है, मतलब कि ये कब तक अचीव होंगे. एंड फॉर दिस द ऑप्शंस गिवन आर 2025, 2030, 2035 and 2050. The Sustainable Development Goal were set up in the 2015. तो सेटअप कब हुए थे? 2015 में by the United Nations General Assembly and are intended to be achieved by the year 2030. They are included in the UN resolution called Transforming Our World, the 2030 Agenda for the Sustainable Development. And do you know how many Sustainable Development Goals are there? Then answer will be 17 sustainable goals are there. In exam you might receive the question on this and they might ask you the different sustainable goal. So you have to know about the different 17 sustainable goal. The first one will be no poverty, second one will be zero hunger, then is good health and well-being, then is quality education is there, gender equality, clean water and sanitization, affordable and clean energy is there, decent work and economic growth is there, then is industry, innovation and infrastructure, reduce the inequality, then is sustainable cities and communities is there, responsible consumption and production is there, then is climate action is there, life below water is there, life on land is there, peace, justice and strong institutions are there, partnership for the goals are there. So these are the different 17 goals. Please understand these goals and at least read this goal and go in the exam, so that if you receive the question in the match the following, you will be in a position to answer this question. मतलब कि जो करेक्ट आंसर है अकॉर्डिंग टू एक्सप्लेनेशन वो होगा ऑप्शन नंबर 2. 2030 will be the correct answer. Which one of the following is not the site for in situ method of conservation of flora. For this, the options given are biosphere reserves. Biosphere reserves are the representative part of natural and cultural landscape extending over a large area of coastal marine ecosystem or a combination thereof and representative example of biogeographic zone. Second option is botanical garden. Botanical garden or botanic garden is a garden dedicated to the collection, cultivation, preservation and display of especially the wide range of the plants which are typically labeled with their botanical names. Then is national park. National park is the used for the conservation purpose created and protected by the national government. Often it is a reserve of a natural, semi-natural or a developed land that is several stage clears or a own. Although the individual nation designate their own national park differently, there is a common idea, the conservation of the wild nature for a prosperity and as a symbol of national pride. And the last option is wildlife sanctuary. So when we are talking about a wildlife sanctuary, it is a protected area of the importance for a flora, fauna or a features of geological or a other interest, which is a reserve and managed for the conservations and to provide the opportunity for the study or the research. So in situ conservation, the conservation of species in their natural habitat is considered the most appropriate way of conserving the biodiversity. For example, the national park, wildlife sanctuary, biosphere reserves. Ex situ conservation is the prevention of a component of biological diversity outside their natural habitat. For example, the seed park, zoo, botanical garden will be included under this. That means the correct answer for this question will be option number 2. That is, botanical garden is not a site for in situ method conservation of flora. Consider the following, that is carbon dioxide, oxide of nitrogen, oxide of sulfur. Which of the above is or are the emissions of the coal combustion at the thermal power plants? For this, they given you the code and you have to select the correct code from this code. So there are several pollutants emitted into the air from the coal power plant, and this include sulfur dioxide, that is SO, then is carbon monoxide, CO, oxide of nitrogen and ozone. Suspended particles matter, lead and non-methane hydrocarbon are also released. The correct answer here is option number 4. That is, all three options will be included here. That is carbon dioxide, oxide of nitrogen and oxide of sulfur. The red data books published by the International Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources contain list of. So here यहाँ पर इस क्वेश्चन में आपको रेड डेटा बुक्स के बारे में पूछा गया है जो कि पब्लिश किया था by International Union for the Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources. For this, there are 4 options given. The first one is endemic plant and animal species present in the biodiversity hotspot. Second one is threatened plant and animal species. Then is protected sites for conservation of nature and natural resources in various countries. And last option is all of the above. So here the red data book is the state document, okay, which is established for the documenting the rare and endangered species of the animal, plant and fungi, as well as some species that exist within the territory of the state or the country, and it is published by the International Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources. The correct answer here is option number 2. Okay. The Red Data books published by International Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources contain the list of threatened plant and animal species. Amount of organic pollutants found in surface water is measured by. For this, the first option is COD, that is chemical oxygen demand. So here the chemical oxygen demand is the amount of oxygen needed to oxide the organic matter present in the water. The chemical oxygen demand testing is used to determine the amount of oxidation that will occur and the amount of organic matter in the water sample. Second option is BOD, that is biological oxygen demand. Biochemical oxygen demand is the most important and widely used environmental index for monitoring organic pollutant in the wastewater. The current international standard method is the 5-day BOD. The COD, or a chemical demand, is a total measurement of all the chemicals in the water. The third option is energy efficient batteries. Battery efficiency, simply put, is the amount of energy you can get out of the battery relative to the amount of energy that puts it into it. And the last option is 3D printed structure. This 3D printed structure called a concrete, a 3D printed state using the concrete filament. It consists of a 9 separately designed column structure that were printed in the full height within the 2.5 hour and engineered without any framework, which is this column is over the 8.9 feet tall. The correct answer here is option number 2. Amount of organic pollutant found in the surface water is measured by BOD, that is biological oxygen demand. ग्रीन इंडिया मिशन वॉज अ पार्ट ऑफ. तो यहाँ पर इस क्वेश्चन में आपको ग्रीन इंडिया मिशन के बारे में पूछा गया है कि वो किसका पार्ट था. फॉर दिस द ऑप्शंस गिवन आर मिलेनियम डेवलपमेंट गोल्स. सो हियर द यूनाइटेड नेशन Millennium Declaration signed in September 2000 commit the world leader to combat the poverty, hunger, diseases, illiteracy, environmental degradation and discrimination against the women. The MDG are derived from this declaration. Each MDG has a target set for the 2015 and indicator to monitor the progress from the 1990s level. Then is River Action Plan. The second option here is River Action Plan, and this was published in 2013 and set the target of increasing the passenger journey on the Thames to the 12 million by 2020. Then there is Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. Swachh Bharat Mission or a Swachh Bharat Abhiyan or a Clean India Mission is a countries-wide campaign initiated by the Government of India in 2014 to eliminate the open defecations and improve the solid waste management. It is a restructured version of the Nirmal Bharat Abhiyan launched in 2009 that failed to achieve its intended target. And the last one is National Action Plan for a Climate Change. National Action Plan for a Climate Change is the Government of India program launched in 2008 to mitigate and adapt to the adverse impact of a climate change. The action plan was launched in 2008 with the 8 sub-missions. Okay. So here the Green India Mission has been implemented since the 2014 and has been a part of a 12 and 13 national exchange plans. The cost management of the mission is explained next rupees 50 crore were assigned from the National Green Energy Fund for the implementation of the uh, GIM in the it's a infancy stage in 2011. According to the explanation, the Green India Mission was a part of National Action Plan of Climate Change. So option 4 will be the correct answer here. Concentration of toxic chemicals through the food chain result into. For this, the first option is accumulation, second option is excretion, third option is biomagnification, and the last option is elimination. Biomagnification is the accumulation of a chemical by the organism from the water and food exposure that result in the concentration that is a greater than would have resulted from a water exposure only, and thus a greater than accepted of the equilibrium. The correct answer here is option number 3, that is biomagnification. Concentration of a toxic chemical through the food chain result into the biomagnification. Convention on ozone depleting substances is also known as. For this, the first option is Basel Convention. Basel Convention on the control of transboundary movement of hazardous waste and their disposals and international trade in the hazardous waste and certain other waste. Second option is Montreal Protocol. Montreal Protocol on the substances that deplete the ozone layer is an international agreement made in 1987. It was designed to stop the production and import of ozone depleting substances that reduce their concentration in the atmosphere to help to protect the Earth ozone layer. Then is Ramsar Convention. Ramsar Convention on the wetland of international importance, especially as a waterfall habitat, is the international treaty for the convergence and sustainable use of wetland. And last option is Conference of the Parties. Conference of the Parties is the supreme governing body of international convention. It is a composed of representative of member state of a convention and accreditation observed. The correct answer here is option number 2, that is Convention on Ozone Depleting Substance is also known as Montreal Protocol. Which of the following was the central aim of Paris Agreement? तो यहाँ पर इस क्वेश्चन में आपको पेरिस अग्रीमेंट के बारे में पूछा गया है. For this, the first option is to reduce the CFC emission. Second option is to strengthen the global response to the threat of climate change. Then is to address the biochemical diversity issues. And the last option is to address the problem of ozone layer depletion. The Paris Agreement central aim to strengthen the global response to the threat of a chemical change by keeping the global temperature rise this century well below 2 degrees Celsius above the pre-industrial level, and to pursue the efforts to limit the temperature increase even further to the 1.5 degrees Celsius. Here the answer for this question will be option number 2. To strengthen the global response to the threat of climate change. Environmental study aim at developing. In a given question, they ask you about the environmental studies aim, and the options given are understanding local environment or environmental issue. Second option is understanding global environment or environmental issues. The third option is to develop positive attitude towards environment, and the last option is all of the above. To answer this question, you have to know about the environmental studies aim. So first we will see the aim of the environmental studies. The first is awareness create करना about the environment as a whole as well as its related problem. एक्सपीरियंस गेन करना एंड acquiring a basic understanding of environment and its allied problem, skill acquisition for identifying and solving environmental problem, then is protection of environment through participation, acquiring an attitude of concern toward environment and solving its problem, creating environmental ethics and environmentally sensitive society, and the last is teaching environmentally appropriate behavior. And the correct answer for this question will be option number D, all of the above. Here the next question is, which of the following is a central aim to strengthen the global responses to the threat of a climate change by keeping global temperature rise this century well below 2 degrees Celsius, of which conference? And the options given are Kyoto Protocol. First we will see all the options in detail. So if any question came on any of the option, you will be able to answer that question. Kyoto Protocol ये यूनाइटेड नेशन अग्रीमेंट है that bind the signatory nation to reduce their greenhouse gases emission. The protocol was drafted and agreed upon the Kyoto, Japan in December 1997, thereby getting its name for the conference. The second option is Paris Agreement. Paris Agreement को COP21 कॉन्फ्रेंस भी कहा जाता है, which led to the International Climate Agreement to keep global warming below 2 degree centigrade prior pre-industrial level. 196 negotiating party agreed on 12 December 2015 and entered into force on 4 November 2016 to draw long-term greenhouse gas emission development strategy. Then is Montreal Protocol. ये ग्लोबल अग्रीमेंट है टू प्रोटेक्ट द अर्थ ओजोन लेयर बाय फेजिंग आउट द ओजोन डिप्लीटिंग केमिकल. It includes both production and consumption of ozone depleting chemical. It was signed in 1987 and enacted in 1989. Then is Rio Summit. Rio Summit is also known as Earth Summit, was United Nations Conference on Environment and Development. It produced long-range report and execution plan that continue to serve as a guideline for international action on environmental issue, which include World Summit on Sustainable Development and the Kyoto Protocol. Here the correct answer or a most appropriate answer for this question will be option number B, that is Paris Agreement. Which type of farming cause more amount of deforestation? In given option, which farming cause a more amount of deforestation? डेयरी फार्मिंग. डेयरी फार्मिंग में एनिमल लाइक अ काउ जिसका पालन पोषण किया जाता है फॉर द प्रोडक्शन ऑफ अ मिल्क एंड अ वेरियस डेयरी प्रोडक्ट. द सेकेंड ऑप्शन इज मिक्स फार्मिंग. मिक्स फार्मिंग में बोथ टाइप ऑफ फार्मिंग इन्वॉल्व होती है लाइक अ ग्रोइंग क्रॉप एंड ऑल्सो रेजिंग द लाइव स्टॉक. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ आई एम ग्रोइंग वीट इन माई एग्रीकल्चर एंड मेरे पास अगर कैटल भी है, दैट मीन्स आई एम डूइंग मिक्स फार्मिंग. देन इज कमर्शियल फार्मिंग. कमर्शियल फार्मिंग में हायर प्रोडक्शन के लिए फार्मर मॉडर्न इनपुट का यूज करता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ आई वॉन्ट टू हार्वेस्ट क्रॉप, आई विल use the modern technology. That means I am saving my time as well as the cost which I have to spend on the manpower. And last option is subsistence farming. Subsistence farming में सभी तरह का क्रॉप और लाइवस्टॉक रेज होता है to sustain the farm family. In agriculture, subsistence farming is responsible for 48% of the deforestation and commercial farming is responsible for 32%. For this question, the correct answer is option number A. Subsistence farming causes more amount of deforestation. The Kyoto Protocol was entered into the force in a year. In a given question, they ask you Kyoto Protocol कब फोर्स में आया था एंड द ऑप्शंस आर 2005, 1997, 2000 एंड 2002. क्योटो प्रोटोकॉल एक मैकेनिज्म है विच सेट द लिमिट फॉर द इंडस्ट्रियलाइज्ड नेशन टू रिड्यूस ग्रीन हाउस गैसेस एमिशन एज अ एम बाय यूनाइटेड नेशन फ्रेमवर्क कन्वेंशन ऑन क्लाइमेट चेंज. ये अडॉप्ट किया था 1997 में but did not came into the force as the process required rectification by 55% member state. After the rectification of the Russia in year 2004, it came into force in 2005. The flexible market Mechanism of the Kyoto Protocol talk about the trading emission permit. It led a three mechanism by which the country can reduce their emission. Now, which are these three mechanisms? Then they are the joint implementation, the clean development mechanism, and the last is emission trading. So the correct answer for this question will be option number A. Please don't get confused between option B and the option A. Yes, the Kyoto Protocol adopted in year 1997, but actually it came into the force in 2005. Please remember this. The blueness of a sky is mainly due to, in a given question they ask you, sky की जो blueness होती है वो किसकी वजह से होती है? And the options given are the scattering of sunlight by air molecules, the presence of water vapor, absorption of blue light by air, emission of blue light by the atmosphere. Sunlight Earth atmosphere में पहुंचती है and scatter in all the direction by all the gases and particles in the air. Blue light all the direction में spread होती है by the tiny molecules of air in the Earth atmosphere. Blue is a scatter more than other color because it travel as a shorter, smaller waves. The most appropriate answer or a most suitable answer for this question will be option number A. A clear cloudless daytime sky is a blue because molecules in the air scatter blue light from the sun more than they scatter red light. When we look towards the sun at a sunset, we see red and the orange color because the blue light has been scattered out and away from the line of sight. Which of the following is most sensitive to environmental change? In a given question they ask you, given which is the most sensitive to environmental change, and the options given are amphibian, reptile, mammal and insect. Amphibians are a small vertebrate that need water and a moist environment to survive. The species in this group include a frog, salamanders and newt. इनको कई बार इंडिकेटर भी कहा जाता है. They are called an indicator because they are very sensitive to change in the environment. They breathe through their skin and breathe toxic and non-toxic component with it too. Nearly 33% of amphibian species of the world are categorized as a threatened on the red list. Amphibian जो होते हैं वो depend होते हैं for their survival on the plentiful supply of fresh water that is free of chemical content and the harmful microbes. So the correct answer is the option number A. Amphibian is the most sensitive to environmental change. Bitumen is obtained from. Bitumen कैसे obtain किया जाता है? And the options are forest and a plant, area or a land dominated by the trees. Second option is kerosene oil. Kerosene oil पेट्रोलियम से obtain किया जाता है. ये यूज करते हैं for burning the kerosene lamp and domestic heater or furnaces as the fuel or a fuel component for a jet engine as the solvent for greases. Then is a crude oil. Petroleum is also known as a crude oil. Naturally ये yellowish black liquid है which found in geological formation beneath the earth's surface. Then is a underground mine. Underground mining refers to the various underground mining techniques used to excavate hard minerals, usually those containing metals such as ore containing gold, silver, iron, copper, zinc and lead. For this question, option C will be the correct, crude oil. Bitumen mixture है dark, sticky, highly viscous organic liquid composed mainly of aromatic hydrocarbons. ये यूजुअली ब्लैक और डार्क ब्राउन कलर का होता है. बिटुमेन जो नेचुरल में मिलता है उसे क्रूड बिटुमेन एंड विच ऑब्टेन बाय क्रूड ऑयल इज कॉल्ड अ रिफाइंड बिटुमेन. The global emission by weight of the following primary pollutant from natural sources are a maximum in case of, and the options given are nitric oxide, carbon monoxide, methane, and last option is carbon dioxide. Greenhouse gases that can absorb and emit radiant energy within the thermal interface range. Some of the major greenhouse gases are water vapor, carbon dioxide, methane, CFC. Greenhouse gas block the earth heat going to the space by terrestrial radiation. So this effect trap the heat energy and gradually cause the global warming. So here the correct answer for this question will be option number D. The global emission by weight of the following primary pollutant from natural source are a maximum in case of carbon dioxide. The headquarters of Zoological Survey of India is located in which city? In a given question, they ask you जूलॉजिकल सर्वे ऑफ इंडिया जो है उसका हेडक्वार्टर इंडिया में कहाँ है, कौन सी सिटी में है? एंड द ऑप्शंस आर बेंगलोर, देहरादून, कोलकाता एंड भुवनेश्वर. जूलॉजिकल सर्वे ऑफ इंडिया आया था ऑन 1 जुलाई 1916 को बाय द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया, मिनिस्टर ऑफ एनवायरमेंट, फॉरेस्ट एंड क्लाइमेट चेंज एज अ प्रीमियर इंडियन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इन जूलॉजिकल रिसर्च. इसका जो हेडक्वार्टर है वो है कोलकाता, वेस्ट बंगाल, इंडिया में, और इसकी जो डायरेक्टर है वो है ध्रुति बैनर्जी. इसका मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव है इज टू कंडक्ट सर्वे, एक्सप्लोरेशन एंड रिसर्च ऑफ फाउना इन द कंट्री. So the most suitable answer for this question will be option number C. The headquarters of Zoological Survey of India, ZSR, is located in Kolkata, West Bengal, India. The next question is, the Comprehensive Wildlife Protection Act in India came into being in a year. Wildlife Protection Act जो है वो इंडिया में किस ईयर में आया था? And the options are 1979, second option is 1975, third option is 1972 and the fourth option is 1973. वाइल्ड लाइफ प्रोटेक्शन एक्ट जो है वो इंडिया में आया था इन ईयर 1972. द एक्ट प्रोवाइड फॉर द प्रोटेक्शन ऑफ वाइल्ड एनिमल्स, बर्ड्स एंड प्लांट्स एंड फॉर द मैटर्स कनेक्टेड thereof और एनेक्सरी और इंसिडेंटल thereto. ये एक्ट पूरे भारत में फैला हुआ है. द करेक्ट आंसर इज ऑप्शन नंबर सी, 1972. Arrange column 2 in proper sequence so as to match with column 1 and choose the correct answer from the code given below. In a given question, they ask you to match the column 2 with the column A. In a column A, they given the different activity like a hearing, whispering, interface with sleep and normal talk. And in column 2, they given the noise level, that is 30 dB, 1 dB, 60 dB and 30 to 50 dB. साउंड हम डेसिबल और डीबी यूनिट में मेजर करते हैं. डेसिबल लेवल होती है वो 0 से स्टार्ट होती है, which near a total silence and softest sound the average person can hear. Whisper 30 decibel होती है and normal conversation speech is about the 60 dB. Increase of a 10 dB means that the sound of 10 times more powerful. The sound of ambulance is 120 dB. It's about a 1 trillion time more than the weakest sound normal person can hear. Sound reach 120 dB is painful to our ear and close distance and are dangerous to our hearing. The correct answer for this question is option number B. Hearing is 1 dB. Whispering is 30 dB. Interference with the sleep is between the 30 to 50 dB and normal talk is 60 dB. Which of the following natural resources are the main carbon sink and absorb up to half of carbon dioxide? In a given question they ask you, given which of the resources are the main carbon sink and absorb up to half of the carbon dioxide? And the options given are forest, glaciers, oceans and desert. Main carbon sink है plant, ocean and soil. Plant grab करते हैं carbon dioxide from the atmosphere to use in the photosynthesis. Some of these carbon are transformed to the soil as a plant dye and decompose. So for this question, the correct answer is option number C. Ocean is the main carbon sink and absorb up half of the carbon dioxide. Which of the following fluorinated gas has been added as a seventh greenhouse gas by United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change? In a given question, they ask you, given which is the fluorinated gas has been added as a seventh greenhouse gas by United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, and the options given are हाइड्रोफ्लोरोकार्बन. हाइड्रोफ्लोरोकार्बन ये मैन मेड ऑर्गेनिक कंपोनेंट है जो कि कंटेन करता है फ्लोरीन एंड अ हाइड्रोजन एटम एंड आर अ मोस्ट कॉमन टाइप ऑफ organofluorine compound. Then is the second option is perfluorocarbon. Perfluorocarbon ये ग्रुप है woman made chemical composed of carbon and fluorine only. Perfluorocarbon are a powerful greenhouse gas that are introduced as an alternative to ozone depleting substances. The third option is sulfur hexafluoride. Sulfur hexafluoride ये extremely potent and persistent greenhouse gas है that is primarily utilized as an electrical insulator. And the last option is nitrogen trifluoride. Nitrogen trifluoride ये inorganic, colorless, non-flammable, toxic gas है with a slightly musty odor. It finds increasingly use within the manufacturing of the flat panel display. Nitrogen trifluoride is also an extremely strong and long-life greenhouse gas. Here the correct answer for this question will be option number D. Nitrogen trifluoride, fluorinated gas that has been added as a seventh greenhouse gas by the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. Malaria is caused by, मलेरिया किसकी वजह से होती है? And the options are bacterial infection. Bacterial infection is proliferation of harmful strains of bacteria on और inside the body. बैक्टीरिया ह्यूमन बॉडी के किसी भी पार्ट को इन्फेक्ट कर सकता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, फूड पॉइजनिंग इज कॉज्ड बिकॉज ऑफ बैक्टीरिया. द सेकेंड ऑप्शन इज वायरल इन्फेक्शन. वायरल इन्फेक्शन का मतलब हार्मफुल वायरस होता है विद इन द ह्यूमन बॉडी. वायरल इलनेस आर ड्यू टू टिश्यू डैमेज एंड एसोसिएटेड इम्यून रिस्पॉन्स ऑफ द होस्ट. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, रेस्पिरेटरी वायरल इन्फेक्शन ये नोज, लंग एंड एयरवे को इन्फेक्ट करता है. देन इज द पैरासिटिक इन्फेक्शन. पैरासिटिक आर द ऑर्गेनिज्म दैट लिव इन अनदर ऑर्गेनिज्म. द पैरासिट कैन बी microscopic or large enough to see with the eye and are served by feeding from the host. Then is a fungal infection. फंगल इन्फेक्शन को माइकोलिस भी कहते हैं. फंगल लिव इन अ dirt on plant on household surface. Example of a fungal infection is a skin diseases like a rashes or a different skin's problem. For this question, the most appropriate answer will be option number C. Malaria is caused by parasitic infection. मलेरिया एक घातक बीमारी है जो कि पैरासाइट की वजह से होती है. That commonly affect certain type of mosquito which feed on humans. People who get malaria are typically very sick with high fever, shaking, chills and flu-like illness. A temperature inversion is a condition when the air, in the given question they ask you, the temperature inversion ये condition है when the air and the options given are near the ground is lighter. The second option is near the ground is cooler than the air at the higher altitude. The third option is near the ground is hotter than that at the higher altitude, and none of the above. Temperature inversion is a reverse of normal behavior of a temperature in troposphere in which layer of the cool air at the surface is overlain by layer of the warmer air. So here the answer will be option number B. The temperature inversion is a condition when the air near the ground is cooler than the air at the higher altitude. Which of the following Indian state has the maximum percentage of mangrove cover in the country? In a given question they ask you, given which is the state has the maximum percentage of mangrove cover in the country, and the options given are Gujarat, West Bengal, Andaman Nicobar and Orissa. The Sundarban is the largest mangrove forest in the world, located in the Ganga River Delta in Bangladesh and the West Bengal, India. The Bhitarkanika mangrove forest in the Odisha, Bengal in India, the second largest mangrove forest. The other major mangrove forests cover the Andaman Nicobar Island as the Bharatang Island mangrove swamp and the Gulf of Kutch in Gujarat. West Bengal has the 42.45% of India mangrove cover, followed by the Gujarat, that is 23.66%, and then is the Andaman Nicobar Island, that is a 12.39%. So here the correct answer will be option number B. West Bengal has the maximum percentage of mangrove cover in the country. Global warming during winter become more pronounced at the In a given question they ask you global warming during winter become more pronounced at, and the options given are equator. Equator imaginary line है around the middle of planet. It is a halfway between the North Pole and the South Pole at 0° latitude. And the equator divide the planet into the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. Then is pole, end of imaginary line on which the earth or another planet turn. The third option is Tropic of Cancer. Tropic of Cancer is also referred to as a northern tropic. It is a mostly northerly circle of latitude on the earth at which the sun can directly overheat. It occurs on the June solstice when the northern hemisphere is tilted towards the sun to its maximum extent. And the last option is Tropic of Capricorn. The Tropic of Capricorn a circle है latitude that contain the subsolar point at the December solstice. It is thus the southernmost latitude where the sun can seen directly overhead. It is also reached 90° below the origin at the solar midnight on the June solstice. Here the correct answer for this question is option number D. Global warming during winter become more pronounced at Tropic of Capricorn. All hydrocarbon except methane contribute to the production of. In a given question, they ask you all the hydrocarbon except the methane contribute to the production of, and the options given are acid deposition, acid rain और acid deposition. ये broad term है जो कि include करता है any form of precipitation with the acidic component such as a sulfuric or a nitric acid that fall to the ground from the atmosphere in a wet or a dry form. This can be include rain, snow, fog, hail or even the dust that is acidic. Then is greenhouse effect. Greenhouse effect ये process है by which the radiation from the planet atmosphere warm the planet surface to the temperature above what it will be without this atmosphere. Then is photochemical smoke. Photochemical smoke ये एक प्रकार का smoke है produced when the ultraviolet light from the sun react with the nitrogen oxide in the atmosphere. It is visible as a brown haze and most prominent during the morning and the afternoon, especially in the densely polluted warm cities. And last option is none of the above. So here the correct answer for this question is option number C. All hydrocarbon except the methane contribute to the production of photochemical smoke. Please remember the explanation of each option because if any question came on any of the option, you will be in the position to answer that question. Why is photochemical smoke typically worse in summer? In a given question they ask you photochemical smoke जो होता है वो typically worst होता है in summer में क्यों? And the options given are there is a more solar energy to drive photochemical reaction. People tend to travel more in summers. Warm temperature prevent the dissipation of pollutant and none of the above. फोटोकेमिकल स्मोक ये एक प्रकार का स्मोक है जो कि प्रोड्यूस होता है व्हेन द अल्ट्रावायलेट लाइट फ्रॉम द सन रिएक्ट विद द nitrogen oxide in the atmosphere. Due to the abundance in the area of warmer temperature, photochemical smoke is most common in the summer. The correct answer for this question is option number A. Photochemical smoke typically works in a summer because there is a more solar energy to drive photochemical reactions. 0 decibel is in a given question they ask you about the 0 decibel, and the options given are threshold point of hearing, threshold point of physical pain, where no sound wave can travel, and last option is none of the above. 0 decibel does not mean that there is no sound, merely we cannot hear it. 0 decibel is called hearing threshold for the woman here. Here the most appropriate answer for this question is option number A. 0 decibel is the threshold point for hearing, which is not correct for a green chemistry. In a given question they ask you given which is not correct for a green chemistry, and the options given are design benign chemicals, design for non-degradation, design to reduce use and generation of hazardous substances, and the last option is design for strategic pathway to build a sustainable future. Before answering this question, we should know about the green chemistry. So, first we will see what is green chemistry. Green chemistry को sustainable chemistry भी कहते हैं. The design is applicable to the life cycle of chemical product. Green chemistry focus करता है on the impact of a chemical on the environment and the prevention of pollution at the molecular level. उसके जो founder है वो है Paul Anastas. In year 1998 में पॉल अनस्तास एंड जॉन वार्नर ने एक बुक पब्लिश की थी, उसका नाम था ग्रीन केमिस्ट्री थियरी एंड प्रैक्टिस. It reduces chemical disruption in the ecosystem. The chemical have a lower potential for a global warming, ozone depletion, and the formation of photochemical smoke. So here the correct answer will be option number B. Design for non-degradation is not correct for a green chemistry, which is not component of human environment. In a given question they ask you given which is not a component of human environment, and the options given are land, religion, community and family. Human environment ये social condition है along with the external factor that affect its natural and physical behavior. Social institutions are an essential part of any society, and this social institution performs some of the essential functions of society. The most fundamental institute of a society is family. Community is a group of people living in a particular area, sharing common norm, religion, value and custom. Human environment is a surrounding of a family, all the community, religion, value and a custom. But the land is not part of a human environment, and land does not affect the human environment personally. So the correct answer for this question will be option number A. Land is not component of human environment. Which of the following statement represent mangrove characteristic as a safety hedge? In a given question, they ask you, given which statement represent mangrove characteristic of a safety hedge? And the options given are, mangrove tree are tall with the dense canopies. The mangrove tree provide both food and a medicine. The mangrove swamp represent the human settlement for the sea. And the last option is the mangrove tree protect vulnerable coastline as they hold the soil together. In 2004, tsunami made the people realize that mangrove can serve as the reliable safety hedge against the coastal calamities. The mangrove provide both food and a medicine that people need after any natural disaster. Mangrove trees do not get uprooted by a storm and tight because of their extensive root. The mangrove forest stabilize the coastline, reducing the erosion of the storm surge, then is wave and tide. Here for this question, the correct answer will be option number D. The mangrove tree protect vulnerable coastline as they hold the soil together. troposphere and thermosphere belong to? In a given question they ask you troposphere and thermosphere belong to which of the following, and the options given are atmosphere, lithosphere, hydrosphere and biosphere. The layer of a Earth atmosphere has been a series of a layer, each with a own specific trait. Moving upward from a ground level, this layer has a name: the troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere and exosphere. The exosphere gradually fades away into the realm of interplanetary space. The lithosphere is a rocky outer part of the Earth. It is made up of the crust and the top part of the upper mantle. The lithosphere is the coolest and the most rigid part of the Earth. Then is the hydrosphere. Hydrosphere is the layer of the Earth's surface on the Earth. It comprises all the form of a liquid or a frozen surface, water, groundwater and water vapor. The biosphere is the life-supporting segment of the Earth's surface which extend from the few kilometers in the atmosphere to the deep sea slave of ocean. It is a global chain of ecosystem consisting of living organism and a non-living component feature which form the energy chain of flow. Here the correct answer for this question will be option number A. Troposphere and thermosphere belong to atmosphere. Noise pollution is created if the sound is access to. In a given question they ask you noise pollution create होता है if a sound access to, and the options given are 70 to 75 dB, 50 to 60 dB, 80 to 99 dB and 40 to 65 dB. इंडस्ट्रियल एरिया में 70 to 75 dB अलाउड है, कमर्शियल एरिया में 55 to 65 dB, रेजिडेंशियल एरिया में 45 to 55 dB अलाउड है और साइलेंट जोन में 40 to 50 dB अलाउड है. As per the Section 2 Clause A of the Air Prevention and the Control of Pollution Act 1981 include the noise in the definition of pollutant. Noise Pollution Control and Regulation Rule 2000 was formed under the Environment Protection Act 1986. The frequency range between the 20 to 20,000 Hz is an audible range for the human ear. The firecracker generally generate about the 125 dB of noise. The correct answer for this question is option number C. Noise pollution is created if a sound exceeds to 80 to 99 dB. What is the range of intensity scale used in measuring earthquakes? And the options given are 1 to 12, 1 to 7, 1 to 15 and 1 to 5. Earthquake is a phenomena of shaking of surface of the earth. It also create seismic wave. Seismic wave are the wave that travel through the earth layer. ये जो वेव होते हैं वो रिजल्ट होते हैं earthquake, volcanic magma movement, landslide and a man-made explosion. The earthquake produce different type of seismic wave such as a P wave, S wave and a surface wave. Seismic activity also increases due to the global warming. For this question, the correct answer will be option number A. 1 to 12 is the range of a density scale used in measuring earthquake. Identify the correct sequence of a continent in decreasing order of their yearly carbon dioxide emission at present. And the different continents are given, that are Africa, Asia, Europe and North America. And they told you to choose the correct answer from the option given below. Okay, the carbon dioxide make up the vast majority of greenhouse gas emission from the sector, but a smaller amount of methane and nitro oxide are also emitted. These gases are released during the combustion of fossil fuels such as coal, oil and natural gas to produce the electricity. According to the World Greenhouse Gas Emission Data, the correct sequence of countries in decreasing order of their contribution to the global carbon dioxide emission is Asia, then will be the North America, then is Europe and then is the Africa. According to the explanation, the correct answer will be option number B. That is Asia, then is North America, then is Europe, and last one is Africa. B, D, C, A. Which of the following diseases are caused by the smoke? Given which diseases caused due to the smoke? Smoke air pollution है जो कि visibility reduce करता है. The term smoke used first in 90s to discuss the mix of a smoke and fog. Smoke usually come from the burning coal. ये industrial area में बहुत ही common है. The options given are, the first option is rickets. रिकेट्स ऐसी कंडीशन है जो अफेक्ट करती है चिल्ड्रन के बोन डेवलपमेंट को. इट कॉजेज द बोन पेन, पुअर ग्रोथ एंड सॉफ्ट वीक बोन दैट कैन लीड टू बोन डिफॉर्मिटीज. एडल्ट भी सिमिलर कंडीशन एक्सपीरियंस करता है विच इज नोन एज एस्टेमलेशिया. द सेकेंड ऑप्शन इज ब्रोंकाइटिस. ये इन्फ्लेमेशन ऑफ द ब्रोंकाइटिकल ट्यूब और एयरवे है दैट लीड टू लंग्स. ब्रोंकाइटिस को कभी कभी चेस्ट कोल्ड भी कहते हैं. कैन बी कॉज्ड बाय द सेवरल टाइप ऑफ द वायरस. द बैक्टीरियल इन्फेक्शन कैन ऑल्सो कॉज ब्रोंकाइटिस. एंड देन इज अ ब्रीदिंग प्रॉब्लम. स्मोक की वजह से सांस लेने में भी परेशानी होती है विच लीड टू अ लंग कैंसर, रेस्पिरेटरी इन्फेक्शन. एंड लास्ट ऑप्शन इज ऑल ऑफ द अबव. For this question, the correct answer will be option number D, all of the above. The diseases caused by the smoke are rickets, bronchitis, and also the breathing problem. In comparison to pure water, boiling point of impure water. In a given question, they ask you comparison to the pure water, boiling point of impure water, and the options given are is same, will increase, will decrease, and last option is first it will decrease and then increases. सी वाटर जो होता है वो इम्प्योर वाटर होता है. एडिंग द सॉल्ट इंक्रीज द बॉइलिंग पॉइंट ऑफ वाटर. दिस इज बिकॉज द सॉइल इज अ नॉन वोलेटाइल सॉलिड विच इज responsible for boiling point evaluation. The boiling point of a liquid is the temperature at which the vapor pressure of a liquid and the surrounding pressure are equal. The original boiling point जो होता है वाटर का वो होता है 100 डिग्री सेल्सियस. But after adding the 58 gram of a soil, the boiling point increases by the 1/2 of the degree Celsius. So the answer for this question will be option number B. In comparison to the pure water, boiling water of impure water will increase. The next question is, the Comprehensive Wildlife Protection Act in India came into being in a year. वर्ल्ड लाइफ प्रोटेक्शन एक्ट जो है वो इंडिया में किस ईयर में आया था? एंड द ऑप्शंस आर 1979, सेकेंड ऑप्शन इज 1975, थर्ड ऑप्शन इज 1972 एंड द फोर्थ ऑप्शन इज 1973. वाइल्ड लाइफ प्रोटेक्शन एक्ट जो है वो इंडिया में आया था इन ईयर 1972. द एक्ट प्रोवाइड फॉर द प्रोटेक्शन ऑफ वाइल्ड एनिमल्स, बर्ड्स and plants and for the matters connected therewith or annexary or incidental thereto. ये एक्ट पूरे भारत में फैला हुआ है. For this question, the correct answer will be option number C. The Comprehensive Wildlife Protection Act in India came into being in a year in 1972.